Charlesease, everything you need to know when you need to know it, man. Subscribe, share, like, violate that share button, man. Violate that like button. Yeah, keep hitting the button if you haven't already, man. It's greatly appreciated. Go ahead and share it. You know, hey, even the playback value. Yeah, play it back if you missed it, man. Your boy charlesease. Greatly appreciate all my followers, subs, my family and friends. Listen, no subs, no followers, only family and friends for tapping in. Let's get into it a little bit, man. Memphis Bleek and one of his former artists, G to K. Yeah, G to K. Now Memphis Bleek, he came out and said the Get Low situation. Now, Get Low was Memphis Bleek's own record label. Yeah, back when Rocafella, when they was popping. You feel me? When they was popping. We always heard Memphis Bleek speak Get Low, shout out Get Low. Well, Get Low, that was a group called the Codees, H Money Bags. You know, we know the name H Money Bags from getting into it with who? The Queen's legend, E Money Bags. E Money Bags had a problem with his name. And he said, and basically the problem was, he felt Jayz, someone he knew, was letting H Money Bags run with that name when Jay knew about E Money Bags and knew who Money Bags was. You feel me? But we ain't here because of that. H Money Bags, he was with Get Low, and also G to K was with Get Low. Them was Bleek's people. And I don't know if Bleek been feeling the rumblings. You know, Bleek got his new podcast. You know, he got traction on that. Got his new podcast, man. Doing his thing, yeah. So maybe he felt the rumblings where niggas was asking, yo, what happened to Get Low? They was right there with you. They was right there with Rocafella at the height of Rocafella. Yeah. So maybe Bleek felt that, he felt that seat getting hotter. He wanted to come out and jump in front of it. He basically said, Get Low didn't take off because Rocafella fell apart. Yeah. He said Get Low did not take off, did not do what they were supposed to do because of Rocafella fell apart.
I always felt like the Get Low situation never happened because Rocafella breakup happened at the same time. So it kind of like hindered dreams and hopes I had for every artist that I was dealing with.
G to K simply said,
Guess Rocafella was breaking up before State Property got there, before Dipset got there, because we was there before all of them. So make it make sense, my nigga. All this lying and clout chasing shit, stop lying, my nigga. I had enough of you lying ass niggas, my nigga. Y'all niggas pushing buttons. I'm dead ass. Tell him what happened to Get Low. Tell him how he sat in a room with Dame Dash and he told you, yo, Bleek, do you want this Get Low label for real, Bleek? And you said, yeah, Dame, what I need. He said, give me Jeter today. I'll sign him to Rocafella Records and you'll get $1 million and Get Low. You didn't say nothing. Dame left the room and said, Jeter, that's why I wanted you to be here to see this. I left the studio and never came back around you niggas again. Stop fucking frauding, my nigga.
He said that's not true. You feel me? G to K said that's not true. He said he had his chance. Wait, let me read what he said. G to K said, okay, it's time to talk the truth. Respectfully, tired of all the secret hating niggas been doing over the years, dead ass. First and foremost, niggas out here living liabilities. That's what I said. Maybe Bleek is feeling some type of way. The rumblings where he felt he should have capitalized, or niggas is asking, yo, you didn't do that situation right and you had a chance. The same way a lot of people might have said Jay did to other artists in Bleek. You feel me? Hey, it's crazy how I come full circle. But anyway, he said, here's the living liability. Who the fuck been on 30 plus years around one of the biggest artists alive and never put their mans on? Niggas be in competition with their own team. Wow. He said niggas be in competition with their own teams, man. And that's a real thing. And sometimes you get a lot of You get a lot of blocking. You get a lot of unfulfilled potential and promises. And he said, GDK went on to say, he said, I'll be out a gladiator called Cam a bozo for feuding with his peeps. He said, but at least Cam put his mans in position to eat. All the falling out with Jim and whoever that was under that Dipset brand, he said at least they was in position to eat. Yeah, he said, never will I look like this nowhere on God's green earth, 30 plus years in the game, only to have to call for a job I never needed. I never needed a writer. I was the help, and never have I held another nigga's bag and played cameraman. Say cheese, laughing my ass off. Niggas really be frauding as fuck, talking about him, True Life, and Uncle Murder was riding around looking for the ops. Damn. I guess, I don't know, I guess they was doing that when they was under Rockefeller or whatever. They saying niggas was reduced to enforcers or some shit when they was supposed to be artists. That's basically what he's saying. He said Uncle Murder, True Life, and GDK himself said they was basically riding around looking for the ops when they was supposed to be rappers, but they was reduced to enforcers. The Goon Squad, yeah. Let me see. Talking about him, True Life, Uncle Murder was riding around looking for the ops. Tell us who was the ops y'all was looking for, because I know you couldn't have been talking about Jim Jones. Tell the world what happened to all your niggas you grew up with and why you never got the Get Low label. So that was the words. That was the words of G to K, man. He definitely feels some type of way after 30 plus years unfulfilled promises, man. But I can say this, man, and with all due respect, when you in that position, you on the biggest label in the world, you feel me? The biggest artist in the world. At that time, Jay was arguably one of the biggest artists in the world. Right now, maybe the biggest artist in the world, or at least one of them, man. How did you not capitalize? You feel me? I don't know if, like I said, maybe Bleek had to really be on some hating shit. But biggest artist in the world, biggest label in the world, you right there on stage with all of this. You feel me? It seemed like radio station freestyles fire. Get Low was out of here. You feel me? As a man, G to K, how do you not take the bull by the horns right then and there and capitalize? It seemed like all you had to do is, and this is from the outside looking in, all you had to do is keep working. Keep maybe building your own relationships when you was in them rooms and stuff. When you was on them big shows at the radio stations. You feel me? It seemed like you could have just took that bull by the horn. Or maybe they didn't want to fuck with you because you was Jay's man's group. And maybe they didn't, the labels or whoever in position, they want to ruffle them feathers because they thought it might have been backlash with Rockefeller, Def Jam, whatever. You feel me? But you was in a great position, man. All you had, when you stepped away from that Rockefeller situation, that Get Low situation, it seems like, and I'm only from the outside looking in, it seemed like all you had to do was keep rapping, my nigga. You had the buzz. You had the attention. What we know now was clout. You had the clout. You feel me? It seemed like all you had to do is just keep rapping. You feel me? Yeah. And his man, H Moneybags, he even kind of, he chimed in on this whole shit, man. Yeah. H Moneybags chimed in. He left a post. J_Cash. You feel me? He said, no. He said, shaking my head, does that mean that we about to hear from from H Money Bags too? Hold up. He said, no, I'm a grown-ass man. This is H Money Bags talking. One half of the Cody's under the Get Low Records. He said, no, I'm a grown-ass man, and I was in jail for all the drama. You feel me? He said, I fucked up my situation, playing in them streets, and end up doing 11 and a half years. So right off the back, H Money Bags, he's accepting accountability. He's accepting accountability. He's not looking to blame it on nobody else. He's saying, I messed up my own situation playing in them streets. He's not looking to put it off on this person, that person, whoever. Showing contrition, being contrite, yeah. And I guess some people would say that G to K is not being fully honest with himself, maybe. You feel me? People just, people, they want some accountability, man. You feel me? It's G to K being 100% honest with himself. You feel me? Because after all that fell apart, the whole Rockefeller, you still had your name. You still had your raps. You feel me? And all the attention you garner from your talent. They couldn't take your name away. They couldn't take all them raps and them hot freestyles you had up on the radio stations at the height of Rockefeller, man. They couldn't take that away. It seemed, like I said, from the outside looking in, it seemed like you could have finagled that or hustled that into your own situation, is all I'm saying, G to K. You feel me? G to K said, listen, G to K said, Dame offered Bleek $1 million for Get Low. G to K was right there. Dame offered Bleek $1 million for Get Low. That's H Money Bags and that's G to K. And he said Bleek turned it down, only to put them niggas on the shelf. And that's crazy to think a person got that type of power over you to control your situation. When you could just, and like you did, like you said, G to K, you walked away after that. I can't give one person that type of control, that type of command over me, when at the end of the day, all you did was walk away just like that, and could have kept doing your thing, kept hustling. But we don't know. Once you walked away, did you blackball yourself? Did they blackball you? These is a lot of questions just coming in, man. What do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think. You feel me? Do G to K got a credible argument, gripe against Bleek? You feel me? Or is G to K just not accepting accountability like his counterpartner, H Money Bags? I don't know. Get in my comments. Let me know. Your boy charlesease. Subscribe, share, like. Everything you need to know when you need to do it. That's my time. Until next time, I'm out of peace. You dig? Yeah.